Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now I know this just looks like a 1v1, but actually I've got something really exciting to share with you today. And that is the Replay Tech Viewer 2.01, I think it's got, I don't even know. It's in mod releases on the Homeworld Discord, you've probably seen it by now, but actually Majir made additional changes that he hasn't released just yet, but he sent me a little copy just to test it out. Just wanted to make a video on it to show you what's going on here. This is a game between Peter and I, but if you notice when I go into the spacebar over here, oh, there's this purple thing over here. Yes, we can actually now see what Peter's vision is. The Replay Viewer, or the Tech Viewer 2.0 was designed just to fix some bugs with the UI that would sometimes happen when I flip between carriers. You'll see here I can do this many times and it's not bugging out like it normally does. But he's also added this feature here. Now, he had this idea a long time ago, but it always was a little bit tricky because the bubbles would kind of like fight for each other about which one was in control. But if, you know, we'll see pretty soon that these two forces collide here, and then we'll be able to see actually what happens to the bubbles. They won't just like, they won't, you know, fight over who has precedence there. Let's kind of fast forward just a little bit till we get to that point. Yeah, you can see it there. So it shows you what can I see, it shows you what can he see. So we saw just a second ago that the scanner had spotted me, but I hadn't seen the scanner yet. We can see this kind of stuff. So we don't have to worry anymore like, oh, did he actually like catch sight of this? Was that in his senses view? Now we actually just know. So that's really cool, I think. And it's quite timely as well because of course Kara Cup 6 is going to be happening tomorrow. We will definitely be using this to cast that. And actually it got me kind of thinking, like, games have, you know, different replay viewers, of course. Which ones do you like the most? What would you like to see in Desert of Karak's replay viewer? I kind of got thinking about that. First off, one thing I'd like to point out, there's actually, did you know there's a timer on the replay system? It's right there, but you can't see it because the production tab is in the way. So, like, what the heck, right? But it's there, you know what I mean? It is actually there. There's a player this, I didn't even realize that was there. But yeah, you know, like, what's up with this? If that would just move down just a little bit, then we'd be able to see it. The production tab, of course, always quite bugged out, but it'd be nice also. Have you ever seen like Age of Empires 2 replays? How they have like the tech that's being researched up here, as like with how much progress it has. It's like a bar, and then it'll tell you what time on the clock it's going to be finished. That'd be really cool as well. So yeah, I just kind of got thinking, you know, what kind of things would you like to see in the DOK tech replay viewer, and basically we can enslave Majir until he does that for us. Or maybe he'll just escape off to the south and, you know, be done with us, but, you know, whatever. There are still a couple of small bugs he's mentioned in this this new edition here, but not really anything that we're going to notice unless we're particularly looking for it, so. I don't know, I could finish casting this game, I suppose. Why not, right? It's kind of a fun lesson here. I was playing against Peter, doing some 1v1 practice, and I'm like, alright, so Peter is he's gonna rush me, like, of course he is. Look at me losing the sand skimmer for nothing, that's pretty silly. But I thought to myself, how greedy can I get? You know, how greedy can I get in response to this? You can see his second production cruiser has just come out, so this is a pretty typical sand skimmer rush build. And yeah, I thought to myself, you know, can I actually, like, expand to 3 bases off the back of this? We will get to see how well this works for me. Peter's one of those players I love casting because, like, his rush style is just so unique, you know what I mean? He's like Sparrow, except he doesn't even take the gas off when he's at an advantage. He's just like, no, either you're gonna die right now or I'm gonna lose trying to kill you. It's awesome, you know what I mean? Also, imagine how different this map would be if you could run out on this side with your carrier. Oh, that'd be interesting. Anyway. In fact, what does this formation over here look like? Yeah, you'll notice the sensors don't really cover the stuff that's outside of there in the same kind of detail. Well, number of sand skimmers here for Peter. I'm going to try to micro my best to keep these guys alive, but that guy unfortunately will die for the cause. This I thought was pretty funny though. I see him here, I'm kind of on high ground, so I'm doing good damage, but like there's no way I'm gonna win, so I just stay there. He just like runs past me. And I was like, well, how can I stay alive? But so now we can see he knew where I was, right? Because the little blip there would be like, once you get to the edge of someone's senses, you see how the sand skimmer's doing it, there's like the red blip. So he would have known. So that actually explains how he was able to find these guys. Isn't that cool, you know? I mean, you can actually see, like, what they can see. I don't know. Maybe I think it's too cool, but I really think this is very interesting. Refinery mode coming out for me. Assault railguns and stuff. That should be enough to stop this, and my Sandskimmers here should actually delay his attack a little bit, so I'm feeling okay about this. But as you can see, I'm going to try something incredibly greedy. Making another production cruiser here that's definitely going to try to inhabit this wreck over here. He's gone. No, he hasn't teched into anything just yet, but spoiler alert, he will tech into railgun fabrication. That's going to be what he uses to fight me there. I should be looking at the Sandskimmers, but I'm just so interested in, like, the little bubbles. Right, well, how many Sandskimmers is this now? Oh, oh dear, it's 15 Sandskimmers, so that's quite a number. My base runner here is kind of chilling out. Was not found by this guy, which is quite nice for me. Which ones have bigger vision range, assault railguns or Sandskimmers? Looks like it's assault railguns, but just by a little bit. So here come the Sandskimmers, but they're kind of coming in piecemeal. There's like 2 big groups of them. He's only sending in 1, so I should be able to hold this off. Although at this point, when they started running past, I started getting a little worried, but I don't think he'll be able to capitalize off it, and actually he backs away himself, so I'm doing just fine, you know, just fine. Trying to micro these assault railguns so that they can actually still fire when the Sandskimmers are on top of them. That's always important. And at this point, I was like, how greedy can I get, you know? I do notice I'm going to lose a couple of salvagers here, but that's not a big deal. But I thought, like, could I actually start making salvagers for this base now? Let me tell you guys, this is something you shouldn't try. When your opponent is attacking you this much, just defend it. You don't have to get that greedy, you know? But I wanted to see just how far I could push it. Railgun fabrication going to be finished in about 20 seconds now for Peter. And that is going to be a big deal. I was expecting him, honestly, to do an assault ship push. That's just kind of what he always does. So that's why I have these assault railguns. But even though he's lost a couple of them there, he still has the Sandskimmer majority, right? And I'm researching assault ship fabrication in fact now. What he's going to do then is just make a bunch of heavy railguns. And he can actually just kill the carrier here, unless I back off to here, in which case he'll kill off the expansions. So, actually really deadly attack right there. These Sandskimmers getting too close for comfort, of course. I shouldn't really be trying that. You can see the range of the carrier, essentially. Fairly big, even with just power level 1. It's able to attack things that far away. But there's the railguns. And when I saw them, I was like, oh, shoot. In fact, this guy I'm not totally sure. No, yeah, he's out of danger. I stayed here for a long time with the carrier. That was probably a mistake. Didn't need to be here for so long, you know what I mean? Just kind of taking free damage for Peter. Interceptor fabrication coming out now, but I mean, that's not really going to be particularly good. There's 2 production cruisers here. And talking with Peter about this build that he always does, one of the reasons he said he loves this is because you can't get air transitioned, really. Because unless they have, like, 7 interceptors or something, they're not going to be able to do anything here. I'm going to commit in and try to kill off these railguns, just a mess of red bars here. I'm going to get one of them, but lose all the Sandskimmers and stuff. And from here, pretty much a done deal. The game's going to be over. That's a little too fast. That's a little too fast. We'll speed it up like this. But yeah, you can see the carrier just kind of get hunted into the back line here. Production cruisers going down. Gonna even launch an interceptor. I have one, but as you'll see, it doesn't really manage to do anything. Just kind of contemplates shooting and then flies away. So that's gonna be game right there. I just thought that was, I don't know, I didn't have many replays to show this with, so I chose this one right here. It's also a little informative. Don't get greedy. Just play it safe. As the field is now covered in purple. But this is really cool. So big thanks to Majir for all the work he does. And I'll catch you guys starting possibly tomorrow actually with Card Cup 6, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? There's no limit, by the way, on when you can join the tournament, so long as it hasn't started yet. So if anyone's interested, I'll put the link in the description below. Please join. It starts at 3 p.m. GMT or something like that. I don't know. You can check out the time zone though for you in the link that I send on Battlefy, and we will catch you then.